What's up? I'm Mike Janela, but more importantly,
I'm going to cut you off.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you are deaf, dumb, blind, stupid, or let's just assume poor, my name is Maxwell Jacob Friedman. I am the AEW World Champion. I am the fastest and youngest rising star in the history of professional wrestling. I'm incredibly good looking, and I am here with, what'd you say your name was again? It doesn't matter. He's going to ask me some questions. He's very lucky I'm here. And then I'm going to head on out, and I'm going to do, take me out to the ball game stuff, I guess. What am I supposed to say today? Let's play ball?
You're the professional. You should know what you're supposed to say.
I pray to God, I could figure it out. Sounds very difficult.
All right.
Anyway.
This was going to be a career highlight for me, and it's going well so far.
I think it's going great. This is the most salt of the earth I've been with an interviewer in quite some time.
I appreciate it. Well, look, man, you're wearing the Mets stuff. You're here, so I appreciate you coming out. And I want to be real with you. We get some other wrestlers. They come through here, but they put this on. Their smiles and everything, but you're as you as it gets.
Yeah.
And as it gets is you're actually a Mets fan. You're a legit Mets fan.
Yes, my entire early childhood, I went to Mets games all the time with my father. All the time, constantly.
All right, and you're here back now today. So what I like is that we can talk legit Mets with you. So wrestler being here, I thought I'd get creative and come up with the gimmick. We'll call it the 10 count, maybe. 10 questions, is that cool?
Okay.
5 Mets questions, 5 wrestling. Is that vibe with you?
I'll allow it.
All right, cool, because I got to make sure that it's okay with this guy.
Yeah, or I'll just walk.
All right, or that too.
Yeah.
First question for you. What is your first memory as a Mets fan?
My very first memory as a Mets fan was going to Shea Stadium, and, at first I didn't quite get it. And I remember, I can't tell you who hit a home run that night, but I remember somebody hit a home run, and the entire stadium started shaking, and it was electric, and I felt it. And in that moment, I knew I wanted to keep going to baseball games with my dad.
So over those years, second question, did you have a favorite Met, a favorite player?
So my top 2, David Wright, and I know that that's such like a typical answer, but that's my answer, was David Wright. And my other answer was, and this is going to be a little bit random, but I really liked Beltran.
He was great.
Loved Carlos Beltran. So
those were your teams, like the 04 to 07.
That was
window.
That was my time. That was my nostalgia-infested time as a Mets fan.
So over the years, or maybe a guy now, I don't know, third question, what you do for a living, you ever think a Met would have been a really good pro wrestler?
If I had played baseball, the answer would be yes. But outside of that, if you're asking me a Met that would have been a good, Paul LaDuca was a pretty thick boy.
A little bulldog, yeah.
He was a little bulldog. He was pretty thick around the arms and the chest and the shoulders. So that's my answer, Paul LaDuca.
Did not expect to hear a Paul LaDuca in this interview, but that's what you get with
Mike Piazza, too, obviously. Another thick, handsome man.
Yeah.
Catchers, man. I'd say
something
most catchers.
Would you have been a catcher?
I would, probably.
Next question, number 4. How did you end up liking the teams you did? Because in New York, you got options. You can go a lot of different ways. You get the Mets. Islanders obviously make sense.
I love all New York teams. I grew up in a household where if a New York team was winning a season, we rooted for them. But the main teams in my household were the Giants and the Mets.
All right. So between those two teams, question 5. What's your happiest moment, besides maybe watching back some of your matches, happiest moment as a sports fan?
I don't watch some of my matches. I watch all of them on repeat while I do cardio on the Stairmaster.
Doesn't surprise me.
Because I'm so handsome. I mean, I got to watch myself. I can't help it.
To be honest, I do the same thing with my interviews. I'm going to watch this back when I get home tonight. So.
Good. But what was the question? I'm sorry.
Happiest memory as a sports fan. Yeah,
happiest memory as a sports fan. Poof. I'm actually going to say the first time that I came here to Citi Field because I remember I loved Shea. Dude, Shea, I loved Shea Stadium. That was my stadium growing up as a kid. But I just remember being just in awe of this place. It's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. And I remember they had a dunk tank on opening day. And I remember how cool it was just seeing the new apple in the hat. And yeah, it was just, what an epic fresh coat of paint for the Mets.
And that was before I even started working here, so your experience is going to be even better today.
Well, I'd imagine it was better then because you weren't working here yet. But
give me some time. We'll see.
We'll figure it out.
All right, let's move from the diamond to the ring. I want to ask you some questions about wrestling.
There's diamonds in this belt, by the way.
And I mean, the Triple B, I'm seeing it up close and personal.
It's the grandest prize of them all. It's the most prestigious title you could possibly win in all of professional wrestling, and that's why I hold it.
So you hold it, and you think you're the best in the world.
It's not really a think or a thought. It's a knowledge. It's a know. Everybody knows.
So there was a little publication. We don't have to name them, but they put out their annual.
PWI.
All right,
put me
we
at
did
6.
Name them. Yeah.
Behind
Not
a
even
guy
top
named
5.
El Hijo Vikingo. Can you name me 2 El Hijo Vikingo matches?
I couldn't name you one.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
I could go on and on. Everybody knows who the best is. If you went on social media the day it got dropped, everybody was saying that either me or Cody Rhodes, an old running mate of mine, should have been 1 or 2. I believe that they put those 3 guys up there. Those 3 guys are very talented, but nobody's on the level of the devil, and everybody knows that.
My question was going to be, make your case for number 1, and what's your reaction to that? But you took it right from me.
That's what I do.
Nice job.
That's what I do.
Professional.
Just when you think you have the answers, I change the question.
That's a nice little throwback there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, neither do I. No coconuts here on set, right? Next question. You've wrestled some of the biggest names in the business the last few years. You've beaten a lot of the biggest names in the business.
All of them, but I'm listening.
Is there any guy you haven't wrestled yet? You're dying to get in the ring?
Samoa Joe, September 20th, Grand Slam, Arthur Ashe. Get your tickets now. I'm going to beat that fat, worthless tub of goo into submission. I'm going to choke him out, and I'm going to do it with a smile on my face as a New York native while everybody screams my 3 initials at the top of their lungs.
Tickets available now. Yeah, we got to say that, right? I got a couple more questions, although that felt like a nice ending thing, but there's some more stuff I wanted to ask.
That's what I do.
You were here.
Yeah.
We got to finish the 10 count. So number 8, you can't include yourself.
Well, what are we doing?
I know, but that's
All right.
I got the journalist. Okay.
I'll be humble.
Good, appreciate it.
Okay.
Everyone does the Mount Rushmore thing. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Build me the perfect wrestler. One guy for his look, a promo, and the in-ring work. And you can't use yourself.
I can't use myself for all 3. Look, I'm gonna go with Triple H. What were the other 2?
The promo.
Promo. I'm gonna go with Piper. And what was the 3rd?
The work rate, in-ring.
Okay, in-ring ability. I'm gonna go with Shawn Michaels.
HBK.
And that is my answer.
All right, and then they put that all together, put him in the ring with this guy, and they still end up looking at the lights. And then,
You know they do.
yeah, of course, you know how it goes.
World champ.
I do want to get a little serious here for a second with question 9. You carry the flag for a lot of groups. You shout out Long Island every chance you get. You've been very vocal in the past about growing up with ADD.
Yeah.
Obviously carrying the flag for the Jewish community.
Very Jewish. I'm very Jewish.
And
yes.
let us know, which is a great part of what you do.
Yep.
You went through all this adversity. Even now, to this day, you talk about the DMs you get and everything.
Yeah.
For people who are
From
watching,
a lot of
I'm
women.
sure,
Is that what we're talking about?
hey, you tell me, man.
It is what it is,
I'm not
man.
in there.
All right.
But
I won't blow up my own spot.
There are people, I'm sure, that are dealing with adversities and struggles and want to get to the top of whatever their dream is, like you are here with the belt. Any advice?
My advice is, a lot of people are going to doubt you for whatever your shortcomings are. And let's be honest, everyone has shortcomings. Some more than others, but everyone has shortcomings. And I guess what I would say is, as long as you apply yourself and you have a vision and you put those blindfolds on and you sprint at 110 miles an hour, literally anything is possible, and I'm living proof of that.
There's AEW World Champ. Last question. I wanted to ask you this since I first saw you on TV. You're not wearing it today because it was too hot, you said.
It's way too hot for
The
my
scarf.
Burb. Yeah.
Right.
I brought a Burb hat.
Did you?
But then I was given this Mets hat, and I was
looks
just
better,
like,
I
it'd be
think.
sacrilegious not to wear this. It'd be like not wearing a yarmulke, at Rosh Hashanah dinner.
At Shana Tova this weekend?
Absolutely.
Right?
Thank you. Happy Jewish New Year.
But I want to know, it's real, the Burb.
Yes.
Costs more than most of my suits. Not all of them, but most of them. Have you ever worn a fake? Even when you were getting started, you were in the indies making $50 a night in the bingo halls, or has it always been real?
The Burberry scarves were upgraded as my pay was upgraded.
Okay, good. That's something it's been bugging me forever,
Yeah, man.
and now we're confirmed. MJF, I'm done. Anything else you want to say? You're the pro
No,
at this.
just thank God this is over. September 20th, Arthur Ashe. I will be defending the AEW World title against Samoa Joe in the main event. I promise you it is a match that will be historic. It is a show that will be historic. And it is something, if you live in New York, you can absolutely not miss. So get your tickets now.
MJF, AEW World Champ, he's better than me, and I know it.
He does.
Thanks for watching.